Welcome back, anybody happens to be watching, to AJ Plays Yumina the Ethereal. Last time, went to go talk to Kirara, learned that there's a rumor going around that human-shaped thing may be controlling the extra dimensionals, and, because Easel just had to go confirm this with the brass, or top brass, I don't remember what the correct term is. I think brass works fine. You know what I mean. We ended up getting put in charge of defeating said thing. Yeah. But now we are going about our final peaceful days. And should go talk to Zieda's honest question. Huh. So yeah, now the format of the videos is finally going to go back to one day at a time. I've gotten quite used to operating the frame by now. I park my machine in the hangar and heave a deep sigh.
よし、かなりスムーズになったな。
What do you expect after doing this day after day? Even so, I have to focus in order not to damage anything, so it's a lot more stressful than my life outside. Zieda laughs heartily when I tell him that.
ずっと地上で暮らしてた人間が宇宙の方が気楽って言えるようになれば、まあ一人前だな。
Is that what it's about?
やっぱり宇宙は怖い場所だからな。生きるのに必要な空気がない。生身で活動することもできない。重力下と違って一度ついた慣性のまま体が流れていくのも面倒だ。
Now that you put it like that, I really don't think I like space. Wow, Ayumu, you've never really thought about it like that?
その上、異空体どもまで出るんだぜ。はっきり言って好きになる要素はほぼないな。
Yeah, but EDs aren't common enough that you just run out or run into them randomly, would you?
よし、チェック完了。降りようぜ。
That reminds me. Okay, since this is the most common series or that people watch, and what I'm about to say it's kind of connected. Analog a hate story. Want your opinions? If I should also do a thing of that. I mean, it's mostly text and reading, but I mean, if that's the thing that you'd be interested in watching me play, then I mean, it's another visual novel. I got it. I also have Hate Plus, but you know, just say so. I finished my own checks at about the same time. Zieda and I get out of our frames. Standard practice to visit the mess hall after training. Zieda and I walk side by side.
はあ、やっぱりきちんと足をつけて歩く方が気持ちが安らぐな。
Yeah, except when you're walking to training, then it's kind of unpleasant. Wow, it's like me with school. Especially when I have to go to my art class that starts at 6:30 or 8:30 in the morning, and I had to get up at 6, and I didn't go to bed until like 2, so I only got 4 hours of sleep, and it's very cold and windy.
それはまだ体に余計な力が入ってるっていう証拠だな。
I thought you'd say that. The fatigue from using my ethereal power isn't mental weariness. It's something closer to simple muscle pain. Twist my shoulders, which makes a cracking noise. Whoa.
機体への順応力は高くても、ルーキーはルーキーだな。
I thought I was pretty used to it, though.
俺は安心したぜ。もうしばらくはこっちの教えることもありそうだ。
Zieda seems relieved. He must take some pride in being my senior.
ああ、そうだ。お前に一つ聞いておきたかったことがあるんだが、いいか？
Oh, yeah. What? Sure, if you have a question.
お、じゃあ聞くな。今更ではあるんだが、お前の本命ってあの中の誰なんだ？
Thank you, Zieda. What? Going for the way he said it, I figure he means...
やっぱりユミナか？性格はともかく顔はかなりのもんだよな。
No.
ユミナじゃないならキララか？うん、性格はともかく顔はかなりのもんだよな。
Jeez. Zieda, I think you need to focus on the personality a little more. That's the same thing, you know.
キララでもないなら愛か？まあ、性格はともかく顔はかなりのもんだよな。
Zieda, shut up. So basically, you think all of the girls in my team have a personality problem, right?
ほら、なあ。
I feel like he was about to say the same thing again. I know what he's trying to say. The girls really aren't the kind you'd expect to have active love lives.
それでどうなんだよ。
Well, I don't know. Ai's in love with food, so I think that place in her heart's been taken already. I'm not sure what to say. Oh well, I'll think about it. Think. I have to think. But no matter how much I think, I'm not reaching a conclusion. Which means those three won't do it. None of them, I think. Oh, Ayumu, you are so incorrect.
それはつまり、あの3人以外で。ダメだぞ、アイム！
Wonder in which way he misinterpreted that. Huh?
そりゃあファルアーは器量よしだ。性格だって優しいし、お前んところに比べて常識的だ。でも、一目惚れってのはちょっとな、こう、軽薄な感じじゃないか？なあ、歩むらしくないぞ。
Yep. Hey, I never said I was into foul.
なんだと？ファルアーのどこが不満なんだ？
Listen to me, you're not being yourself, Zieda.
そうか？
Yeah. Zieda spans out of it. He probably realized he was freaking out. Well, I already knew this, but it really seems Zieda is in love with foul. Still, he sure jumped to conclusions there, assuming I was into foul just because I'm not into any of the debate club girls. I should make myself perfectly clear. The debate club girls are my friends, but I don't find it hard to think about any of them as a member of the opposite sex. But that doesn't necessarily mean I want to be with anyone else. In any case, the girls closest to me right now are those three, so if I'm going to fall in love, it'll probably be with one of them. I've got to be careful what I say so as not to be misunderstood. So I'm being perfectly frank right now. It's a little uncomfortable talking about love with another guy, though.
ああ、とりあえず、ファルアーについては俺の誤解だって分かった。
I think Zieda just wants to stop talking.
でもお前、そんな頭で考えて恋愛するのか？真面目というか、堅苦しいというか。
I've been making a point of not being serious, though. The point of my life was to get through with a minimum amount of effort.
へえ、訓練付けの姿からは想像もできないな。
Well, that was only after he came to Jinbu Academy. The fact that I've been trained is exactly the reason why. Mind you, I've changed my mind about all this now. On exams, you could score 40 or 60 or anything in between, but in a fight, there are only two outcomes. Either you live or you die. Since there is no set point at which you can rest easy, I have to do the very, very best I can.
いい心がけだ。こっちとしては助かるな。
It does? Zieda grins at me.
俺は隊長なんだぜ。敵を倒すのも、船を守るのも、仲間を死なせないのも、全部俺の仕事だ。だからお前みたいに、死なないために努力する仲間っていうのは、ありがたいのさ。
I was under the assumption that most of the people on the team were going to be trying not to die. But I mean, I guess I was incorrect. Zieda's smiling, but I see a sad glint in his eyes. Oh, okay then. I wonder how many of his fighting comrades Zieda's had to see off until now. Oh. As it stands, there have been many who didn't make it back since I started fighting myself. People I talked to in the morning weren't there anymore in the evening. It's pretty hard to deal with.
こんな戦い、早く終わらせられるといいな。
It's been going on for 30 years, so under normal circumstances, I wouldn't think it would end soon.
いや、完全に終わらなくてもいい。ただ、若いうちに気楽に恋愛ができるくらいに収まってくれると嬉しいんだがな。そうしたら、お前もゆっくり相手を選べる。恋もしない人生なんて、かなり損だぜ。
I didn't know you were such a romantic, Zieda.
ああ、この前、戦闘隊のやつだとその話題になったんだ。補充の人員来ないなら、ここで増やせばいいんじゃないかってな。
Okay, but Zieda, I'm pretty sure unless you guys have like I don't know, very fast reproduction cycles or something, that's gonna take a few years. That's what this is all about? I feel stupid for thinking he was worried about me now. It's a little mortifying, so I decided to jab back at him. Well then, why don't you show me how it's done? You're in love with Fowl, right?
誰がいつそんな
You actually thought you were hiding it?
隠すも何もそんな風には見えないだろ
I think everyone can tell except Fowl. You know, I'm in the mood for a vegetable drink. Need to get enough vitamins.
ちょっと待って教えろ俺は一体どう見えてる
I proceed to the mess hall, ignoring the clueless guy that's following me. But yeah, love. I wonder if that'll ever happen to me. Well then. An extra dimensional is... Oh, you? Your galactic approval rating will decrease each day until the extra dimensional is dealt with. You must defeat the ED before your approval falls below 60. This is actually quite a dilemma. I don't know how many things will pop up. Because I really want to do these things. I don't really care about the fighting right now, but if it turns out that these things are going to be appearing all the time, and it's going to... you know what? The ED can sort itself out. Kids meal. We'll go with kids meal. The repairs finished a few days ago, and we've been on the move again since then. I'm done with my training with Zieda for today, so now I'm in the mess hall. Yumina and I are still busy, and Kirara told me this morning she wouldn't be able to have lunch with me. So I'm on my lonesome, which is rare. And Zieda also said something to do today of all days. Or had something. If I'll ask him to help her sort out some data. He's pretty happy about it, though he kept saying that it couldn't be helped. He's so easy to figure out sometimes. Oh? I arrived in the mess hall rather late. There aren't too many people here, but there's one I know. Except... I rub my eyes and look again. Let's take a moment to appreciate this. She's smiling. And not even the way she usually smiles. It's an innocent smile. It's the smile of a little kid, which matches her appearance. That's the chief, isn't it? Did something great happen to her? I've never seen that look on her face. Anyway, if she's here, then maybe she finished whatever job she was going to do earlier than expected. I quickly take out today's special, then walk up to Kirara. Chief, mind if I sit here?
歩むだと。
Well, yeah. Kirara seems to be panicking. She must not have noticed me until I spoke up. She probably lied about whatever work she needed to do just so that she could eat alone.
お前がなぜこんな場所にいる？
Oh, well, I came here for lunch. Why are you mad at me?
食事？そうか。そうだな。
Kara's eyes move left and right. She's acting more suspiciously than I've ever seen her act before. What am I supposed to do now? So Chief, what are you eating? That was not the thing to ask. Kara's lost for words. I look down at the table again. A kitty lunch?
これはだな。
You eating a kitty lunch? That's really appropriate. Problematically so, in fact.
待てこのバカ者。ちゃんと私の話を聞け。
I was starting to feel warm, but Kirara stopped. She clears her throat conspicuously. Then she looks at me with a serious face, dispelling my sentiment.
そもそもの始まりは前にこの船に乗った時まで遡る。当時の食堂の調理担当の者はかなりの早とちりでな。こともあろうに私を子供だと間違えた。
Can't blame them.
黙れ。とにかく彼は地球式の食事を学ぶうちに覚えたというお子様ランチを振る舞ってくれた。当初はメニューに加える予定もない私専用の料理だったらしい。しかし量がちょうどいいことや見た目が可愛いことが女性に受け、ついには正式なメニューになったんだ。
I just want to point out this spoon right here, or spork. Wow, I had no idea. So basically, they serve kitty lunches here because Kirara came to the Zellerm in the past. Some things have a rich history. So they're eating this out of nostalgia.
そうなるな。それにやはり栄養バランスがしっかりしているのもいい。
I just want to say, it's moments like these. Actually, no. This is the reason why I chose Kirara. I had the feeling something like this was gonna happen. These moments. Because it's meant for kids.
あと私はユミナやオキツのようにバカすか量を食べるような人間でもない。 考えてみれば最適な食事かもしれないぞ。
Right. Kirara sounds pretty fired up, even though it's really nothing to get excited about.
私がお子様ランチを食べるのはそういった合理的な理由によるものだ。
Just bunny.
間違ってもああいう子供っぽい味が好きだとかの理由ではないからな。
What does it matter if you like the taste? That's... Her attitude is so overbearing that I can't say anything back. She basically just admitted that she likes the taste.
理解したか？理解したな。ならば今後は疑問を差し挟む余地などないだろ
う。Right.
それならいいんだ。
Mind if I eat my lunch here?
勝手にしろ。私にそれを拒む権利などないからな。
Darn it. It's not about rights, it's about how you feel about it.
お前が一緒に食事をとることすら嫌な相手だとしたら、さっさと論絶部を追い出していた。
I suppose he would have at that. Kara seems like the type who puts up with people so long as they make themselves useful, but at least she doesn't seem to dislike me. So, what were you doing today?
私か普段通り情報収集だ。相変わらず本部のバカどもは、この船に情報を渡したがらないようでな。
Headquarters, huh? Zieda expresses displeasure as well. Things are pretty tight apparently, because we get next to no personnel replacements.
奥でふんぞり返っているだけのものは、自分の実力がわからなくなり、危機感もなくしていく。今前線で戦っているものを失えば、次に誰が生命の危機に陥るのか、まるで分かっていない。
They probably aren't considering the possibility that they'll be caught in the fighting themselves. Before I came to space, I didn't understand the true terror of battle. But I've been fighting for a while now. The possibility that I'll lose my life is undeniably there.
後悔しているか？宇宙にまでついてきてしまったことに。
I don't know about Ayumu, but this scene definitely made it worth it. I have no intention of returning to Earth and just leaving you here.
なんだかんだでお前は人が良いからな。それを私に利用されているとしても、同じことが言えるか？
Yes, I can. I know that if I returned to Earth alone, I'd come to regret it.
変わった男だな。
Kirara smiles weakly. Her face tells me that she's having some deep thoughts, as always. She looks back at her food and pringes a spoonful to her mouth. It's a frightening change. The moment she takes a bite of her kitty lunch, a look of pure joy comes over her face. She breathes out in delight. It's definitely making the kitty lunch that's making her act like this. She looks happy. I've never seen her this happy. Happy before. What could this possibly mean? Chief?
なんだ？
Well, does it taste that good? Kara probably realized she was behaving strangely. When she sees the expression on my face, she snaps back to reality.
味はいいな。ゼレルムの調理担当、よく腕を磨いているようだ。
I see. I think it's too late to put up a composed front now, but since she's trying to hide it, I probably shouldn't go there. Still, I don't think I could say this to Kirara in any other kind of situation. Hey, I get the feeling you really love kitty lunches, am I right?
なぜそのように考えるのか、私には理解できないな。いいか、これからのことを考えろ。
You're going to kill Ayumu?
本部が当てにならない以上、いつまでもまともに補給が行われるとは限らないのだぞ。それを考えれば、食材が無駄にならないよう、多く食べられないものが最初から少ないものを頼むのは当然だ。まだ信じてないのか？私はただ機能食としてこれをだな。
Okay, I get it. Yeah, you have a point, definitely. Kirara seemed to feel incredibly guilty about it, so I should just leave it be. She looks visibly relieved. She's never been this easy to figure out before.
まったく、歩らしからぬ早とちりだな。
She makes a strict face, then takes another bite. The next moment, her face assumes that blissful expression again. I can understand why she'd be embarrassed about having a taste for children's food. I feel a little richer for it, though.
何がだ？
Forget it, talk to myself here. Well, I should eat my own meal.
そうしろ。食事は美味しく食べるのが礼儀というものだからな。
Roger, this mess hall does serve tasty food after all.
地球でも古来から軍関係者は良い食事を割り振られたものだ。こういうことは宇宙の他の文明であっても変わらないな。
Kirara's voice sounds gentle, partly because of the kitty lunch. There have been so many strings attached to her lately that it makes me happy to see her like this. It's not so bad to spend times this way. Chief, can I have a bite from your lunch?
断る。
Well, if it's about the amount, you can have some of mine.
断固として断る。
I was going to take a spoonful, but she pushes me away. Her behavior is tantamount to showing off just how much she loves kitty lunches. Anyway, it's peaceful lunchtime with Kirara. Oh my god, oh, it's times like this or like that that make all the hours that I put into just leveling up worth it. Anyway, next time I'm pretty sure that it's each section of the day that causes the thing to go down. So I'll probably do Zior at the next time. And then do a changing relationship. At least that way, because if I did a changing relationship first and then another thing appeared, I'd be very tempted to ignore Zior again and just do more dialogue. But that'd probably, eventually just lead to a downward spiral that I could not recover from with 60%. So, see you on the next video. I am not going to record anymore right now because apparently Tidbits is playing Prop Hunt or something. So, see you in the next part. And stuff. Hope you enjoyed. Who am I kidding? Of course you enjoy that. I mean, we got the thing with the love thing, and then Zieda mistaking stuff, and then we had this. Then we had this. How could you not enjoy it? If you did, there's something wrong with you. Go sit in a corner and think about life. Goodbye.